والكلمة الطيبة يا اخوان تراها تاخذ الحق البين. اصبروا علشان دينكم ووطنكم وانتم تمثلون، وشكرا لكم.
Eid is the end of Ramadan, and after fasting and everything, usually it's a big celebration, a big feast. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And everybody's pleased to come this
Thank you. It looks good.
I think I'd just like to ask you about, because Hajj is an important value for Muslims.
Yes.
Okay. So we'd like to ask you, about Hajj.
No, I don't.
About Eid.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about that. No. I know some things, but not all things.
Thank you.
Okay.
What do you know about Hajj?
I don't know anything specifically
About Hajj.
No.
And about Eid.
And I don't know anything about Eid either, with the exception of that I know that it's a celebration that's held every year. And I know that our students on this campus like to celebrate Eid, and there have been events in the past. And I know there was one year because of the visiting.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
No, I don't unfortunately.
And what about Eid?
But I did know that we had a celebration in the oh, yeah, but I was so I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you know about Hajj?
I don't know anything.
And about Eid?
Nothing.
No.
No.
And about Eid?
No.
Occasion. And as we all saw, that people need more information about it. And my friends over here are here to help with this.
Islam is based on 5 pillars which are the foundation of a Muslim faith. They are faith and belief in the oneness of Allah and the finality of the prophethood of Muhammad, peace be upon him. Establishment of the 5 daily prayers, giving charity to the needy, fasting during the month of Ramadan, and the pilgrimage to Mecca, which is also called Hajj, and it is the main topic of my presentation today. Hajj is the 5th pillar of Islam, an obligation that must be carried out at least once in a Muslim's lifetime by every able-bodied Muslim who can afford to do so. It is a demonstration of the solidarity of the Muslim people and their submission to Allah. The pilgrimage occurs from the 8th to the 12th day of the Hajj, which is the 12th month in the Islamic calendar. During Hajj, male pilgrims are required to dress only in the ihram, a garment consisting of 2 sheets of white unhemmed cloth with the top dropped over the torso and the bottom secured by a white sash, plus a pair of sandals. The ihram clothing is intended to show the equality of the pilgrim in the eyes of Allah. There is no difference between ritual and food when everyone is dressed the same. The ihram also symbolizes purity and absolution of sins. On the 9th day of the Hajj, the pilgrims have to be at the Mount of Arafat, where they spend the afternoon within a defined area on the plain of Arafat until the sunset. This is considered to be the highlight of the Hajj. No specific rituals or prayers are required during the stay at Arafat. If a pilgrim does not spend the afternoon on Arafat, then the pilgrim is considered to be invalid. And this is why it is the highlight of the Hajj. On the 10th, 11th, and 12th day of Hajj, the pilgrims perform Rami al-Jamarat, which is throwing stones to signify their defiance of Satan. This symbolizes the trials experienced by the Prophet Abraham when he decided to sacrifice his son as demanded by Allah. Satan tried to dissuade him 3 times, and Abraham threw stones on Satan each of these 3 times. Each place marks the location of one of these refuges. The stoning consisting of throwing 7 pebbles on each of the 3 places which Satan appeared. In addition to Rami al-Jamaat, which the pilgrim starts on the 10th day, he or she has to perform Tawaf and Sa'i also on the 10th day. Tawaf consists of circling Al-Kaaba, which is the cubical building built by Abraham and his son, Ishmael, 7 times in counterclockwise direction. Men are encouraged to do this 3 times at a hurried pace, followed by 4 times more closely at the slow pace. Sa'i means rapidly walking 7 times back and forth between the hills of Safa and Marwa. And now we will show you a short video to show you some of the activities that a pilgrim has to do. After that, my friend Haytham here will tell you the story of the Prophet Abraham, which many of you might already know. However, we would like to relate it to the steps a pilgrim has to do during Hajj.
Excuse me, brother. I want to ask you, how was life long time ago?
Look, my son, I will show it to you.
Almost 50 years ago, pilgrims faced many problems and difficulties to perform Hajj. One of the difficulties was the training system. It was very weak and it made performing Hajj a challenge. Pilgrims in the past suffered because of overcrowded holy places, which was attributed to their narrow spaces. The trip to Mecca was the biggest challenge that faced the pilgrims, because the means of travel were very limited and there were no paved roads. The trip used to last for about 4 to 6 months, at least for those who rode camels, horses, or even walked the whole trip, depending on where they started. But now, pilgrims have many options. They use airplanes, ships, or buses to travel to Mecca. The total cost to expand the size of Al-Jamarat Bridge, the area the stones ate on, is $1.4 billion. This project of expanding the size of Al-Jamarat provides 11 entires above ground and 12 exists underground. There are also some tunnels which separate pedestrian traffic and vehicles. The number of staff on the project is more than 10,000 workers. The bridge consists of 6 towers for emergencies and helicopter landing.